Liberal Democrat Deputy Leader and Treasury spokesperson Vince Cable paid a visit to Tiverton on Saturday. His first stopping point was the new BMX track, where he met members of Tiverton's BMX club. He was joined by the Liberal Democrat prospective parliamentary candidate for Tiverton and Honiton, Jon Underwood, and Lib Dem County Councillor Des Hannon.
And now look at those cameras.
Due to youngsters not having a clue who this man was at the centre of everyone's attention, he was described to them as that bloke off the telly. And as you can see, they were all excited about meeting one of the country's most respected politicians as they had their photo taken with him.
But it clearly wasn't good enough. One more go, alright. This is a cheer for Vince Cable off the telly and this new track, which is brand new and will be here for a long time. So right then, it's what on the count of three, yell your heads off and stick your arms in the air, alright? Marcus is over there, look at him. 1, 2, 3. Yay!
Des Hannon leading the cheerleading session there, which made for a nice photograph in Tuesday's Gazette. More laughs were in store when the 66-year-old MP for Twickenham had a go on a BMX, but it showed he was enjoying the day and when he was impressed by the new bike track.
Come on, come on! Put your helmet on! He's gonna get it.
Well done, that's plenty. Thank you very much.
You've now seen the near death of a national treasure.
I didn't expect anything like this, and it's a great tribute to the local community and people who've backed them, like Des Hammond here, that they've helped put this together. You know, I wish we saw there was more of this kind of activity in the rest of the country, because we've got, you know, large pockets of deprived housing all over the country and kids sitting around getting up to no good. But what it needs is, you know, people being positive, as some of the parents have been around here, and it's just amazing what these kids are achieving and the tremendous sense of pride they have in this, what's been created here.
You had a go yourself. Planning on having another?
Well, I enjoy cycling, and you know, whenever I get out, I enjoy cycling. But I didn't want to make a complete fool of myself, falling flat, so I took the first ride carefully. Yeah.
You're talking to business leaders in a couple of minutes later on. What sort of feedback do you hope to get from that, and how are you going to engage?
Well, it's just trying to understand. I mean, we've had these figures yesterday which show that the economy is still in deep trouble and declining, which went against the commentators' view. I think the commentators were spending too much time looking at the stock market and luxury housing in London and not enough dealing with the reality on the ground. So, you know, this is an important part of the country. There are a lot of small, medium-sized companies, and I just want to get a feel for them as to what's actually going on here, whether the banks are lending, because a lot of them can't function without credit.
And if you thought Vince on a bike was funny, check out this man losing his hat when his bald head is revealed. After his jaunts on a BMX, he headed to Tiverton Hotel to answer questions from pensioners.
Are we got any chance at all of making real progress on these issues which are so important to us?
So if they're using it for other things, why is the fund still sitting at £47 billion almost every day?
That £47 billion isn't money sitting in a pot, it is a notional sum.
Never mind, it's our notional.
I know it is.
It's what we paid in.
I know it's our, I mean, I paid into it just as you did, so I know what you feel about it.
I thought it was very interesting. Yes, I'm pleased I came.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a grip on what's going on, but whether it's actually going to be any benefit to us is a difficult one.
Very good. He is a politician I admire anyway, and his knowledge on finance is well known. I was very pleased to be able to come here to hear him speak, and I thought some of the questions were pretty good too, and he answered them well, because it's not easy. They don't know what questions they're going to get.
I thought he was very good. He ducked the question about whether the government were deliberately not putting pressure on the fuel companies to reduce bills, because I think he, like me, feels that in a minute the government will hit the fuel companies with a surtax which will be used to bail out the national debt which means again the consumer is bailing the government out.
There was obviously a very great incentive for people in the bank.
Following this, he met regional business leaders and answered questions from them. Jon Underwood hailed the day as a success.
I thought it was absolutely excellent, really. He covered all the ground that needed to be covered. He answered people's questions, honestly, and I think that's something that people want from politicians nowadays. They don't want to be told everything's going to be absolutely fantastic. They want to be told the truth and the problems we face and what we're going to do about them.
He had to go up with the BMX track earlier, having it actually go on the bike. What
did he have? Yeah. Well, brave of him, really, wearing a suit. It's so many politicians have come unstuck doing things like that. You can end up face down in the mud, and then you'll be seeing it on Have I Got News for You for the next 50 years, basically.
Well, Vince Cable has quite rightfully gone for a sit down after answering several questions, and quite tough questions too, from the pensioners and the business people who came here to see him today. I'm Lewis Clark, reporting from the Tiverton Motel in Tiverton.